Hello everyone! Yay! This is what we're gonna do every week instead of a newsletter. What? Why are you guys laughing
Keep
at
going.
me? This is what we're gonna do every week instead of a boring newsletter. We're gonna. Okay. Well, all right. I'm sorry. Okay.
I wish you would have gotten your nostrils in there.
I'm glad you didn't. This is what we're going to do every week. Instead of sending out a newsletter, we're going to have a fun topic. We're going to present to you in video format. Moving into. Stop looking at me. Look at the camera. So anyway, we're going to send out this video. And in each video, we're going to have a nice topic that we're trying to teach you. And we're going to give you a mission. And what you're going to do is you're going to complete the mission and send your results to me in an email for some cool mission points or something like that. Anyway, this week's topic is what we learned in Geneva and about Geneva's orientation. Some of you may have been there, and if you did go there, you went through like a study abroad orientation, and you probably realize that it's kind of different than ours. Firstly, you have to realize that they have a very different population of students that they're catering to. And I mean, they're very wealthy, just to put it bluntly. I mean, you guys can chime in here.
Oh, you're on a roll.
You're like statues in my video. So they're dealing with a different population. Also, their orientation leaders are kind of like our connection leaders, and they're hired to work throughout the year and work several orientations that they do at the beginning of each term. And they will then show those students around. But there's a lot of similarities too. They are the first group of students that the new students see when they get to campus, and they are still the face of Webster. They still lead some icebreakers and team builders and do that kind of fun stuff. So we learned a whole lot about that sort of thing. On our retreat, it was longer than when we went on our retreat to Shaw. It was actually 4 days instead of just one. So you can imagine there was a lot more bonding and community building going on. It was really interesting to see, and this is something that was kind of imprinted on me, how important it is for you guys to come to these hangouts and to be there and spend some free time with us and stuff like that, because that's really what makes us cohesive as a group. Statues?
Wouldn't you want us to interrupt you?
Anytime you want to interrupt me. You interrupt me all the time in real life.
The Geneva staff are done by volunteer basis.
No, I didn't say that.
I guess I'm real well. So everything that they do is like they just volunteer. They come to Carrie, who's the guy, the Sarah over there, and like ask him to do this, and then like he actually has a waiting list too of people who are just willing to volunteer their time to do this. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Statue Mike. Statue Mike online.
Reporting in. No, it was neat because Carrie was doing a lot of what he referred to as experiential learning. So we would do an activity with the OLs, and we really didn't know what the point of it was or what the underlying factors were. And so we would go do the activity, then we'd come back and we'd sit down and reflect and discuss, and we'd really get down to the deeper meaning of why we did that activity.
Yeah, some of the stuff that we did, speaking of the activities, is a good segue. We did, yeah, good job with a good segue. We did a really cool kind of leadership walk, blindfold trust walk obstacle course thing. You probably have all done something similar or seen something similar, but it was really, really good experience. It is a pretty beneficial activity. It was fun and really sweaty, and whenever I'm blindfolded, I act pretty drunk, so you got that to look forward to. What? Making faces.
Carry on.
The other activity we did was very similar to the mask activity that we had you guys do on our retreat. Except it was a little more high tech of a mask. It was an actual plaster cast of someone's face, and then you did it with a partner, and your partner did the outside, and they put all kinds of stuff about you that they could tell, and then you did the inside with all other kinds of stuff about you. So it was a very similar activity, and it was really interesting for us whenever we saw what we were doing to be like, hey, we had our peeps do that same thing.
The word peeps left the cool slang vocabulary a couple years ago.
You don't know yo-yo slang?
Anyway.
So I guess that's kind of, if you have any more questions, we'd be happy to talk with you. Is there anything else about Geneva? About the retreat you guys want to throw out there? I mean, you've seen the video of our travels at this point, so yeah. Anything?
That was really cool. It was a really nice learning experience, even though most people will probably think we just jetted off to Europe, which is what I thought we were just going to do. But I actually did learn quite a bit. We made a lot of connections with a lot of people.
We made a lot of enemies.
We made a lot of enemies.
We did some work.
Oh, we did make some really good friends.
Yeah.
Segue.
Speaking of those friends, they may be coming to visit us and you guys during our training. Some of our new friends from Geneva's campus. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll get to meet some of the awesome people we got to meet.
Woot.
Thank you, Statue Mike. Now for the all-important mission of this video. Your mission, since this theme was kind of us being in
Your
Geneva.
mission, if you choose to accept it.
Alright. Is to ask a fellow OL who studied abroad, not yourself if you studied abroad, to ask them about their experience and what they would say to an incoming student about studying abroad. Go ahead and email those to me. If you send me an email, I will give you points, so the people who are answering questions don't get the points. You have to ask a question to get a point, but it's still not too much work. So I can't wait to hear from all of you and all of your exciting, all of your exciting findings. And you have until next Thursday. We will be posting these videos every single Thursday, so...
What time?
After lunch.
After lunch o'clock.
So, noon. Have it in by noon.
Okay.
What she said.
I ate lunch at 11.
Alright,
Shut your mouth!
Anyway. Have a good week, and we'll talk to you all later. See you all Saturday at our cool hangout in the library conference room. So, yeah. Bye, y'all.